Europe. The word itself conjured images of grand cathedrals, charming cobblestone streets, and a history as rich as a well-aged wine. Each corner of this continent seemed to whisper tales of ancient times and modern marvels. The prospect of exploring this continent with its diverse cultures and captivating landscapes set my heart racing. From the snow-capped peaks of the Alps to the sun-kissed beaches of the Mediterranean, Europe promised an adventure like no other. Planning the trip was an adventure in itself. It was a journey of discovery even before setting foot on European soil. Every detail, from booking flights to choosing accommodation, filled me with a sense of anticipation. The thrill of finding the perfect boutique hotel or a quaint bed and breakfast added to the excitement. Little did I know this journey would teach me a lesson that extended far beyond the realm of travel. The planning stage was a meticulous process, a delicate balancing act between must-see landmarks and hidden gems. It was about finding the perfect blend of popular attractions and off-the-beaten-path experiences. Hours were spent poring over guidebooks, reading travel blogs, and watching countless videos, meticulously crafting an itinerary that would maximize our time in each city. Each entry in the notebook was a promise of an unforgettable experience. The excitement was palpable, a tangible buzz that thrummed with each booked flight, each confirmed reservation. It was the kind of excitement that made the wait worthwhile. Our journey began in Frankfurt, winding through Berlin, Prague, Vienna, Salzburg, Munich, and finally Zurich. It was with a heart full of excitement and a meticulously crafted itinerary that we embarked on our European adventure. The journey ahead was not just about the destinations, but also about the stories we would create along the way. But there was one detail I overlooked, one seemingly minor aspect that would come back to haunt me: a tax refund. It started innocently enough in Prague. We had indulged in some personal care products, both for ourselves and as gifts for friends. At the shop, we were informed that we could claim a tax refund at the city centre. It sounded straightforward. We would receive a 12% cash rebate on the spot, and then, after obtaining a customs stamp upon leaving the EU, we would send the stamped forms back to the authorities to avoid a 21% charge on our credit card. Simple, right? With that assurance, we shopped with glee, thrilled by the quality of the products and the seemingly great bargain we had stumbled upon. The next day, with our purchases in tow, we headed to the city centre to claim our refund. But instead of the expected cash, we were met with a cold, bureaucratic wall. The service centre refused to give us the refund. We hadn't flown out of Prague, they explained, so we first needed to obtain the customs stamp. They suggested we do so during our bus trip from Munich to Zurich. It was a surprising twist, but not one that set off alarm bells yet. As our journey continued, we began to search for more information about this tax issue whenever we had a spare moment. The information was scant, scattered across obscure corners of the internet. But the more we searched, the more uneasy we became. It gradually dawned on us that our long-planned decision to take a direct bus from Munich to Zurich was a critical error. This route, while convenient and cost-effective, would likely bypass any formal customs checkpoint where we could obtain the necessary stamp. Worse still, the bus was unlikely to stop at the border long enough for us to handle this bureaucratic detail. We consulted a local tour guide who confirmed our fears. Our hearts sank. The implications of this oversight began to weigh heavily on us. To claim the tax refund, we now faced three unappealing options: cancel the direct bus trip from Munich to Zurich, sacrificing convenience and incurring additional costs; divert our journey to a designated border city, then cross on foot and catch a bus or train to Zurich, a logistical nightmare; or abandon our plans entirely and fly from Munich to Zurich, which would be costly and time-consuming. Each option came with its own set of drawbacks, all of which outweighed the potential tax refund. The extra travel, the wasted time, the mounting costs, it was too much. Reluctantly, we conceded defeat. The tax refund was lost, a casualty of our ignorance. It was a bitter pill to swallow, a classic example of the dangers of not knowing what you don't know. This incident, though seemingly insignificant in the grand scheme of our trip, served as a valuable lesson. It brought to mind the importance of professional guidance, particularly in areas where specialized knowledge is paramount. Planning a trademark filing campaign, as it turns out, is not unlike planning a trip to Europe, only much more complex. Just as we had stumbled in the realm of tax refunds, entrepreneurs often face similar challenges in the complex world of trademark filings. The process of securing a trademark, the legal protection for a brand's identity, can be a daunting task. Navigating the intricacies of trademark law, understanding the nuances of filing procedures, and ensuring compliance with international regulations requires a deep understanding of intellectual property rights. This is where Trasomark enters the picture. Trasomark is not just a company, it's a partner in safeguarding your brand's identity. They understand the complexities of trademark filings, the potential pitfalls, and the importance of a watertight application. Their team of experts acts as your guide, navigating the labyrinth of legal procedures, ensuring your brand is protected every step of the way. Just as a seasoned travel agent can transform a potentially stressful trip into a seamless and enjoyable experience, Trasomark provides peace of mind, allowing you to focus on what you do best, building your brand. They are the Sherpas to your Everest, guiding you through the treacherous yet rewarding terrain of trademark registration.